Welcome to Blossom. In this video, you will learn how to use the questionnaires tool to create tests, evaluations, lessons, and surveys with different types of questions and interactions. In order to create or edit a questionnaire, you can go anywhere in the platform where system allows to create a content, or simply go to the primary menu and head to the editor. A user-friendly wizard will guide you step by step in building a questionnaire. You can create a new questionnaire or edit an existing one. Let's choose Create a New Questionnaire. There are three types of questionnaires. Test is used to evaluate a knowledge. It has correct and wrong answers. Survey is used for data collection and doesn't have wrong answers. And evaluation, that's intended for performance assessment. This option is elaborated in details in another tutorial. There's no difference in the creation process of questionnaire, but each type of questionnaire behaves differently. Let's start with a test and then go through the other types of questionnaires. In the next step, you can choose a view mode of the questionnaire, which can also be changed anytime later. In a form mode, questions will appear on one page, or more, depends on page settings. In a presentation mode, each question will appear separately. Let's choose a form mode. Now, let's give a name to our questionnaire. You can give a short description to your test. Click on the plus button in the bottom of the screen. A panel with different types of questions will float. To create a question, simply drag one of them to the middle of the screen. Let's pick a multiple choice question. Let's fill all relevant fields for our question. The headline is used for a question's topic. In the description field, we will write the question itself. For example, what is the capital of Japan? Now it's time to fill the answers. The first answer will be Tokyo. The second answer will be Berlin. And the last answer will be London. Now we'll check the right answer, which is Tokyo. There's an option to attach a file to the question and a background image. Note that the image color should be contrasted with the text. You can also upload multiple images as a zip file. Go to Load Images icon, upload a relevant zip file, and each image will be shown as a background of a section with or without a question. Note that the zip file should include the images only without mediate files, like folders. You can customize your question by clicking Options. Here you will find multiple settings for your questions. If you check more than one correct answer possible, a user will see a notice that this question may include several correct answers, though the user can still choose only one answer. If you check Shuffle Answers, the order of the answers will be presented in different sequence to each user. The system default is that all of the questions have the same weight. However, you can set a weight of question in percentages in compliance with other questions in the test. You can also change the relative number of question weight. So if all questions have a weight of 1, and a certain question has a weight of 2, meaning it has double the weights than the other questions. You can also set a difficulty level of the question, easy, medium, or hard. This setting may also be useful for dynamic self-practice tests. There are three types of feedback for each question: no feedback, true or false feedback, and true or false with additional information to users showing the text in the added information field. The next option is Answers Weight Type, is relevant for surveys only and will be explained later in this video. If you set an expiration date, the question will not be available after this date. Note that it may affect the question's weight and the number of questions in the questionnaires after this date. A Disable Question option is intended to disable a question in existing test, so that it will not be shown and calculated in the question's weight. You can force a user to answer this question by checking Force to Answer. It means that he won't be able to submit the test without answering it. You can provide a hint to user in a tip field, and also additional info in the added information field that may be shown as immediate feedback to the user and in the performance report as well. There's also an option of tagging the question that may be useful for search and for practice tests. Another useful option is Allow Lateral Question Grading, which allows anonymous manual review of open answers by specific users in addition to the Workspace Manager. The anonymous way of grading allows unbiased estimation of answers. There may be more than one reviewer, and each of them gets notification about the questions to be checked. After saving the question at the right corner of the screen, the question will get a unique ID number, which is important for linking questions to more than one questionnaire, and while using Question Success Report. By clicking an eye icon, you can preview the questionnaire to check how it looks from the performer's view. To add another question to the test, press the plus button in the bottom of the screen. A new window will float offering different types of questions. Now let's drag a multiple choice question. In this type of question, there are more than one correct answers. There's an option of relative grade that credits a user when he addresses only part of correct answers. You can also enable a notice about possible multiple correct answers in order to make it easier for the users. A next type of question is sentence completion. Let's add it to the test. In this type of question, a user can complete a sentence from the drop-down list of answers. You should check a correct answer by clicking on Mark a Word, and then fill extra answers. There's an option to use it as an open question. In this case, a user must type his answer, and it will be checked by Workspace Manager or another viewer if the lateral grading option is checked. The next type of question is drop-down list. There's only one correct answer in this question, and a user can pick correct answer from the drop-down list. The next type of question is sorting, which allows user to sort items in correct order by dragging them up and down. There's also an open question in the system. If you choose a text question, a user can write an answer in open form. Pay attention that this type of question requires a human grading. You can set a placeholder in open questions. Check the Show Placeholder options and then insert a placeholder by putting a relevant sign in the position you want the text box to be. There's also an option of automatic review of open answers. If you check the Add Answers phrases, you can fill optional answers and the system will check them. You can also set different rules for word matching, such as match case, which requires accordance with capital letters, and match the whole word, that requires precise matching. For example, if you ask, "What's the capital of Japan?" the answer must be Tokyo, with a capital letter, and other variations will not be accepted. If correct answer includes more than one word, you can choose between two options: match at least one of the words, or search all words. For example, if you ask, "What's the capital of India?" the full answer must be New Delhi, and the answer Delhi will not be accepted. There's also an option of multiple lines for answer, which allows more place for user's answer. The next question is rating scale, which allows to rate items on a customized scale of rating. In the option section, you can allow multiple choice for each line and calculating relative grade. There's an option of duplicating the questions, which may be useful in case of working with similar questions. Click the Duplicate button above the question and then edit it and save. The next type of question is matching. It allows to drag answers and match them with the correct ones. A hotspot question allows to build a question based on picture. You can upload any image and mark a spot as correct answer. Another useful type of question is a table question. This type of question allows to build a table with multiple columns and rows, and a user can pick an answer from all possible answers in a drop-down list. Note that if you set this question as must answer, a performer will have to fill each box. There's also an option to use an open question instead of drop-down list. And the last type of question is a media item. This type of question allows uploading different types of media as an additional resource for the survey. For example, you can upload a video or audio file, attach a link, or choose a picture from the gallery that will be shown before a relevant question in the questionnaire. Now let's talk about surveys. To create a new survey, click a survey option in the Strat Wizard. Then the process is the same like in a test, besides two unique features. The first one is an option of anonymous questionnaire, which can be found in the settings of the questionnaire. If you check the anonymous survey box, the user's answers cannot be related to a specific user. The second unique feature of a survey is an answers weight type, which is used mainly in rating questions. This feature allows to customize the weights of answers and even to exclude first or last answer from the calculation. For example, if you ask a question with 3 possible answers, such as not relevant, yes, and no, the first answer may get 0 points, the answer yes will get 2 points, and the answer no will only get 1 point. In this video, you have learned how to create and edit questions in the Questionnaires tool. In order to complete the learning of the questionnaires creation and editing, please view the video about the questionnaire setup. So, welcome to Blossom.